Lord, I just want to thank you. Lord, I just want to thank you. Lord, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for being so good to me, so good to me. Lord, Lord, I just want to thank you. 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 I want to thank you for being so good to me, so good to me.
Hallelujah. With your bowed heads right where you sit. Our God and our Father, we thank you tonight. We thank you for a mind to come out to your house one more time. Thank you, sir. Thank you for life, health, and strength such as we have. Thank you, God, for being able to put 2 feet on the floor, able to stand up on our own and dress ourselves with a right mind. We're not sitting up in the mental ward, up on the hill in the hospital, but we were able to come to your house one more time, and we thank you for the mind that want to come to your house. God, we thank you for all how you watched over us these last couple of days. God, you kept made the enemy behave in spite of all that he did all around us. We saw chaos, but you did not let it come nigh us. Thank you, sir. Thank you for a peace that surpasses what we're going through. Oh, God, we give you praise right now. Lord, we thank you for those whose minds are turned this way. Those that are watching by means of media. God, we thank you for a mind that at least want to try and connect with church, even if I can't get there. God, we pray a special blessing upon each and every one of them. Touch every family that is represented here in this place, this tonight. Oh, God, every loved one near and far. God, we don't have to ask you to go. You're already there. Touch as only you can. Save, heal, and deliver. Set free as only you can. By the power of your Spirit. God, let your blood prevail. Make the enemy back up and take his hands off the Baptist in the name of Jesus, we decree salvation in the mind of every one of our loved ones. God, you said over in the book of Acts that if we would just follow you as we should, you would save our whole household. Lord, we stand on your word right now. And we thank you in advance for the salvation of our loved ones. Oh, God, we give you praise. We thank you for what you do. Because you never do anything wrong. You always do everything well. Help our understanding. God, help us to have the patience to wait on you. And give us the strength to go through what you call us to go through. God, we'll be careful to give you the praise, the glory, and the honor is always done. And we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Hallelujah. Well, thank God for the faithful few that grew by today. Thank God for it. Amen. Get your Bibles. Get your Bibles. We got quite a few folk that are in other places. I've already heard from a couple of folks that told me that they wouldn't be able to make it tonight. So we're praying for them. They're already watching. Already said they would be. So y'all just pray for those that were unable to make it. We're going to start. I'm not going to be able to finish it. It's too much in it. But we're going to start where we left off at the 18th verse of first chapter of Romans. Tonight we want to talk a little about the reason for Gentile guilt. The reason for Gentile guilt. Now let me preface this just a little bit by saying there's another way. That's a nice fancy title, and I'll give you a one-word title that sets it up even better. Stewardship. Okay? Not the name steward, not S-T-E-W-A-R-T, but take the T off and put a D there. Stewardship. The idea that you are given a certain amount of limited authority over something or some folks, and you are not the owner. You are the caretaker. And therefore you are supposed to provide care, concern, and if necessary, nurture in order to provide for not only what you were given, but to also see to it, if possible, growth. Amen. Amen. So now let's go to the 18th verse. Okay? And it says, for the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. That's a long way around to saying, if you try and take the truth of God and fashion it around so that it fits your sinful nature. Hello here. In other words, you decide that the truth of God doesn't mean what it says. You decide that you're going to reshape it so that it fits whatever circumstance you want it to fit. Hello here. We got some people that think they know God, but they have a problem glorifying Him. Hello here. It's one thing to say you got a little bit of wisdom. It's another thing to turn around and say, well, I'm wise. Okay, now hold on there. Now you start to border on being a little foolish. When you think your wisdom is so grand, until you know so much, till you can predict exactly how God is going to react in a specific situation. I don't want to upset you, but there's another word that gets in here. He's sovereign. He will back up this. But if you don't line up with this, you subject to be out there all by yourself. No, I'm sorry. This ain't going to be a shouting message tonight. Wow. Glory. Thank God. 1 and 18. Romans 1 and 18. We got Bibles right there. You know, oh, you can't see. All right. Listen. Now, having talked about stewardship, let me bring this home a little closer, because we love to talk about the one with 1 talent, the one with 2, and another one with 5. Oh, we make them boys look bad. Okay, this passage is not dealing with that level. This passage is dealing with this level. Stewardship over our own. Oh, y'all, it's gonna be quiet in here. Might be a little heavy. Y'all just hang with it, okay? Oh, help Jesus, because it can get a little rough for some folks. If you got your Bibles, let me read the 18th verse again. For the wrath of God, the anger, I'm trying to stay away from a word, but it keeps rising to the surface like cream. The punishment that comes with the wrath, because wrath is more than just anger. Wrath is more than just anger. Wrath poured out does not feel good to the recipient. Ask David when he figured out that he was caught. looking at that black woman that he shouldn't have been looking at. Okay, and got busted. And God gave him 3 choices. He said, no, I don't want to be in man's hands, because he don't understand what mercy is. He said, and I sure don't want to go to the government, because they're worse than hello. He said, God, I'd rather you punish me. Just do me one favor. Whoop all you need to. Just don't take your spirit. He said, I can survive anything else except that. Don't take your spirit. But these are folk who decided that they have provoked God to wrath. I didn't want to go here tonight. I really didn't. Because this ain't one of them populist messages, and there's some, Lord, let me stay out of that. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against how much are ungodliness? And unrighteousness of men, especially those who hold the truth of God. And as I said, twist it around to try and make it fit what they want it to fit. Why? Because that which may be known of God is manifest in them. Why is that? For God has showed it unto them. There's some things you cannot take credit for.
All right.
Hello here. I started down a list of part of on Sunday. There's facets of our bodies that for all the science to come up with, they can't even duplicate, let alone explain. Therefore, there has to be a God to explain how he made what he made. Hello? God alone holds that key. Why? Verse 20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. Uh-oh. Now, this is where my atheists start having a problem. Because they won't sit here and say, there is no God. Well, hold on a second. Hold on. Can you explain to me where that big, giant, bright thing in the sky that rises every morning and sets every evening come from? Well, that came from a Big Bang Theory. Well, where did that come from? I don't care which way you try and scientifically pontificate about it. The bottom line is you still gonna end up back in God by the time you get finished. Okay, because you can't come up with another explanation. How it's clearly seen. Okay, everything, sun rises on schedule, goes down right just like it's supposed to. The moon comes up, goes down. Hello. Oh, we fly all around the world, but it's still going around the world. There's still a lot of water down there. We can't explain how I got here. And quiet as a kid, I don't care what science says, I ain't jumped from no fish to here. Hello here. Not me. I don't know about some of them other folks, but not me. The creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made. What do my atheists like to say? You can clearly see his handiwork and understand that you couldn't do it. So now if you can understand that, if you can see that and understand it, how can you be an atheist? Truly. Now you might walk around professing to be one, but you can't back it up. Now never mind what the Bible said, you can't back it up based on what your eyes see. You can't back that up. Even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. They don't have an excuse that works. Now here's where I was hoping I didn't have to hit too hard. Because this is where I'm going to be getting in trouble. I hope y'all praying for me. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful. Not only did they not acknowledge him as God, but they wouldn't even take the time to at least be thankful for themselves or what they got or what they can see. Just wasn't thankful. Period. Wasn't grateful at all. Just took it for granted. Well, I'm here. It must be mine because I'm here. You ever walked up on some folk like that?
Yes.
Okay. Help, Lord, help. But became vain. Ooh. They became, their thoughts were no good. The Bible, that word could be translated, that word vain, you could basically say their thoughts were futile. No good. Almost, I don't want to use the word transparent, but they were thin enough to see through, if you understand what I'm saying. In other words, there was no real substance to them. Okay. But became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. In other words, when I say vain, I mean empty, foolish. I know we don't like the word, but stupid. Hello here. And guess what else? Confused. And that's a good description of what we see walking around today. Too many people walking around confused. Too many people confused. The human nature, whether we want to admit it or not, is to look for whatever source we can find of what we perceive of as love. The only problem is we're always looking for love in the wrong places. We haven't got sense enough to go back to the Creator that made us to seek love. We looking around here amongst each other, trying to find real love. Not this little fake stuff, but real love. Okay? And yet, nevertheless, you got the logic that we use when we depend upon us and not him can only be described as perverted and foolish. We don't, as a people generally, I'm not talking about the saints, but I'm just talking about humanity. We don't know how, forget reverencing God, we don't even want to be thankful for what he's provided. Mankind acts like, well, I deserve it. You know, okay, if he is there, he had to provide this for me. Oh, whoa, hold up now. Hold up. Hold up. Don't get your head so big you can't get it through the door coming in the house. You know, because you're talking like your head done swole up about 10 times bigger than what it should be. You know, in other words, you're doing what we said don't do previously. Don't get to taking them higher than you ought to by yourself. Hello here. 22. Professing themselves to be wise. I didn't say this, I'm just reading. They became fools. I didn't call them fools, the Bible called them a fool. Now this is where we got a problem. Because verse 23 says, and change the glory of the uncorruptible God. No. Please notice, it didn't say incorruptible. It said the glory of the uncorruptible. He's not perishable. There is no expiration date. Okay? The uncorruptible God into an image made like corruptible man, and the birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Come up with every kind of idol we can come up with, trying to figure out how to put God in a box that we can understand.
That's right. That's good.
won't fit any of them. Matter of fact, he won't fit all of them. Okay? He just won't fit. Now, here's the crazy part. And I'm going through this fairly fast because I can slow down and deal with some stuff, but I'm figuring I got a mixed audience on that camera right there, so I'm going to be nice. Okay? But verse 24 no longer talks about the reason for Gentile guilt. It starts talking about the results of Gentile guilt. We talked about the reasons from 18 through 23. But starting in verse 24, it says, oh Lord, help me here. Wherefore, because of all that we just got through talking about, the fact that they just would not honor God, if for no other reason than what their eyes show them every day. The people that are walking around, the fact that we have what I call, and I can't call it anything else, the miracle of birth. Okay? And that's all, the only way I can describe it, the miracle. And you have a new life come into this world that man still ain't figured out how to put together. I don't care how much in vitro you come up with, they cannot duplicate it from scratch. It is God that gives life and God only. But because they haven't got sense enough to give God thanks or at least appreciate the fact that he is, okay, it says, wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts. Help, Lord. To dishonor their own bodies between themselves. And unfortunately, that's not a period at the end of verse 24. That's a full colon. So that means, in other words, what's coming behind is getting ready to explain what I just said. Yes. Verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie. And worship and serve the creature more than the creator. Hello here. In other words, I can't see God. I can't touch him when I want to, but I can touch this chair. I can make something that I can put up on the mantle, and that'll be my focal point for prayer. How many folk do you know that do that? Hello. How many folk? I was sitting there today reading. I forgot which actor it was. One of them. Never mind. I remember who it is now. Tom Brady, the quarterback. Okay, and it talked. I mean, he was this. He gave all the accolades to everything he did, but then it turned around and broke down what his daily routine was. And when you got to reading about his daily routine and saw that what did he eat, what kind of foods he didn't partake of, you know, on this completely holistic thing, you know, no processed sugar, no, there's a whole lot of stuff he didn't eat, just does not eat, okay? And then turns around and he's got this professional trainer that they working on different routines, exercise routines every day, 3 hours a day, okay? Oh, you know, the routine that he goes through, but then it messed it all up for me when they turn around and say, well, there's this particular book that he adheres to, and he meditates. He has to get his Zen on. Okay. And I'm sorry, but if I'm meditating on the Word, then I'm meditating on the God that wrote it. But for me to decide, I've got to sit there and come on. You might as well say, I'm meditating on me. I'm meditating on God. I'm the master of my shit. I'm the one that controls my mind. I'm the one that turns around and provides peace. I'm sorry, y'all just have to pray for me. But nowhere in this book does it allow me to come to the conclusion that I control me.
Amen.
Because if I could control me, I wouldn't need a Savior.
Come on
That's
now.
right. That's right.
Now I say, God says, all right, you're going to act crazy. You're going to act foolish.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you up to what you want.
Come on. Come on.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve. They didn't just worship. They went out and acted like he was their discipler. They went out trying to convert other folk to do what they do. Serving the creature more than the creator who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause, help dear Jesus, God gave them up unto vile affections. I'm sorry, some of y'all may not like this next part. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Change, or in other words, you could say there's exchange. Hello here. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another. Men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error. And I'm sorry, but you just have to excuse me, because right about there, you folk was wondering, why in the world does the Bible rattle on so much against what we call homosexuality? But what did it say? Leaving the natural use. In other words, God has set certain things in order. There's a certain pattern that God has set in the earth. Now, a lot of folks want to get crazy, but I'm sorry, you're going to go all the way back to the Garden of Eden. And once you get past days 1 and 2, right about day 3 is where God sets a pattern in place. This is before we get to we ain't talking about Eve yet. He started a pattern right there on day 3. On day 3, he turned around and set this law in the earth. He says whatever he created from that point on was created with the seed to regenerate it inside it. If you pick up an apple, there's a seed in there that you can plant to get an apple tree. And you don't plant an apple seed to get an orange tree. Hello here. That's the pattern that he put in place on day 3. And from there on out till he finished with his creation, he didn't deviate from that. And he got all it when he created Adam. It was there. How do I know it was there? Because when Adam got through naming everything else and then sitting around and all down in the mouth and looking all lonely and all upset, and I said, all right, I can't leave this one inside you. I got to get this one out of you. Hello here. You know the story. Put him smooth out, knocked him out. He didn't need anesthesia. He said, boy, go sleep. And when he woke up, and whoa, okay, that bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. But it was still the seed that was in it. The law hadn't changed. Okay? Now, if God set that law in motion, please show me somewhere between day 3 and day 6 where you ended up with what science calls a hermaphroditic situation. In other words, you have an asexual being capable of reproducing by itself. Well, yeah, you got a few weird things in nature now that, but you know, I don't hear of any of them in them 3 days. Hello here. And the last time I checked, can no 2 rusty men do that? Okay? I ain't figured that one out yet.
Yes, sir. We're working on
And I'm sorry. I know we live in a society that has set up laws that say you can do this and you can do that. But I can't do nothing to tell you what's in the book. Okay? And you turn around and say, well, does that mean you don't let it in? I don't tell nobody they can't come into church. Nobody. I want you to come in here so you can hear the gospel.
Yes, sir.
I want you to come in here so you can feel and see what the love of God looks like flowing through the saints.
That's good.
We can love you without loving what you do.
Yes, yes,
Oh, y'all don't like this.
yes.
Okay? Therein, that's what sets the saints and the church, the real church. And I'm talking about folks that got a shingle hanging on the door. I'm talking about the real church is going to love in spite of. Jesus loved sinners without partaking of their sin. I don't have to follow you into the club to show you I love you. Well, amen, folks. Now, and there's some of us, can I snitch on us just a little bit? Some of us got saved out of and off of certain situations, scenarios. And if you just happen to be the type where you used to love your sauce, you know, that fermented stuff that's got a little strength to it, that stuff that make your head all kind of crazy, you know, that alcohol. If you got saved out of that, then you may not be the one that needs to go try and stand in front of the liquor store to witness to somebody.
Amen.
Now that was a little heavy to some folks because they feel like once you get saved, you can do anything and absolutely everything that you want. I would change that statement just slightly. You can do each and everything that God tells you to do.
Yes, yes.
Amen. And hello there. But if you got saved off the dance floor, that may not be the place you need to go to right now. Yeah, you may get strong enough to deal with it later, but you may not need to go in there right now. Because you may find yourself being faced with something that you forgot you loved. Oh, yeah, I see y'all don't like that. But I'm sorry, you can't tempt me with scotch or bourbon. I never drank the stuff. It made me sick. Just smell it. So that's not going to tempt me. But I ain't following you into no winery. I ain't following you. I just ain't going. All right? Ain't had none in decades, but that's not the point. I still know what it smells like. Okay? And you can sit there and call me weak all you want. I ain't following you to your dreams because there's something you done had somewhere in your past. If you ever got out there, there's a thing called memory. Oh, y'all gonna leave me out here by myself now? Oh, okay. 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 Everything you did out there wasn't unpleasant. Okay, everything wasn't unpleasant. Yeah, there might have been some hangovers and some other stuff attached on the backside of it, but everything wasn't unpleasant. Hello here. And it's one thing for you to say, I'm saved and I'm glad I'm saved. But it's another thing for you to turn around and put yourself in a stressful situation if you don't have to. Especially when you got word that tells you come out from among them and be ye separate. In other words, there needs to be a gap. And some things your Bible tells you to sanctify yourself from. Separate yourself from. Don't expect God to do it all for you. Hello here. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all don't like this. We got some young folks thinking that all I got to do is get saved and God will take all of the taste off my mouth. He'll take all of the desires away. He'll take all of this and all that. I got news for you. You don't forget what's already in here. That's one reason why we tell young folk, don't get out here and try and get grown too early. You don't need certain memories. There's certain knowledge you don't. That's what got Adam and Eve in trouble in the first place, eating the tree of knowledge and finding out some things that they didn't need to know. That was the original sin. Otherwise, God was going to ask them, who told you you were naked? How did you find out that you were naked? No, I'm sorry, God wasn't asking because he did. That wasn't what he was asking. Did you do what I told you not to do? In other words, you did. Now, why did you do it? You got to understand. If you leave man to his own devices, he will take that is up and flip it over and make up down. He'll take that that's right and flip it over and make right wrong and wrong right. He'll do everything exactly backwards to what it should be. Why? Because that's how we are. That's the effect of that sin nature. That's why the Bible says you have to take that fleshly, that carnal man and bring him under subjection. How do you do that? Prayer, study, and fasting. And there's some things that aren't going to leave you alone until you finally decide, now God, you got to help me. There's something you got to get to the point where you say, if I got to, Lord, give me a fast. No, I'm really messing with some folks' theology now. But some of the other. Well, the Bible tells you that these kind come out not except by fasting and prayer. That's true. But how many in here besides me know that there are fasts that you put you on? And there are fasts that God puts you on? And if you know the difference, you understand what I'm talking about. You're saying, well, both of them can have an effect upon your spirit man. Yes. But the difference is, if he puts you on a fast, you almost don't recognize it's a fast because you go through it so easy, you almost don't notice what's going on. Other than the fact that you know, you recognize you're not eating, but you just don't. But when you get tired of you, I'm getting in trouble here right quick. When you get tired of being tired, when you get tired of the good that I would do, I don't do, and that I don't want to do, I find myself doing. When you get tired of that, you'll finally say, look, I don't care what it takes. I don't care if my stomach acts like it done wrapped around my backbone trying to eat it from both ends at the same time. I need help. And you will turn your plate upside down and say, Lord, if you don't come do something here right quick, I don't need you to touch Brother Joe. I don't need you to touch Sister Sal. It's me in the need of prayer this time. And some of us act like, you mean you need that much help? If you recognize you need it, all you're doing is recognizing your need for your Creator.
Yes.
Now, are we going to look funny to these folks that's walking around changing everything to suit themselves because that's all they're doing?
Yes.
They're changing every rule and regulation they can come up to make wrong right and right wrong. They want to make you look funny because you come to church. And that's especially true with the millennials. They look at you and say, well, I don't understand. Why are you even going? Some people are more sensitive to God's drawing than others. Others have been beat down far enough to where they done got tired of themselves. and they want God's help. But I would caution, and especially to my online audience, don't let the devil beat you down into a ditch before you finally decide to reach up for God. Don't let him beat you down that far. Because you really need to be able to offer God not just your mind, not just your heart, but you need to offer him your life. And part of that comes with whatever vitality you got to offer. And if you wait until you got the one proverbial foot in the grave and the other one on a banana peel to finally say, yes, Lord, I'm not saying he won't save you, but you're going to be a mighty upset person when you still look back from glory and see what you should have done or could have done. Y'all don't like this now. Y'all don't like this. Verse 28, and even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge. Woo. I'm sorry. I'm a teacher, and I hate to say this, but I see folk like this every day. I see young folk who are coming up that have no concept of a God. They don't want a concept of a God. They can't stand authority from any direction. They don't care which way it comes from. They don't want. They've been raised to basically say, I'm grown, I do my own thing, don't nobody tell me nothing. But the problem is, the spirit that got them going down that route neglected to tell them that there is always a consequence for every action. Yes. Always. That's another law God put in the earth. Mm-hmm. You can sit here and say, well, I just do my thing. I'm young. I ain't got no problem. You can do stuff in your youth that won't bear fruit until way on down the line somewhere. You can do things with your body as a young person that you won't even know the damage until it's too late to do anything about it. Now, we got young folks walking around. We had one. I'm about to get in trouble. You praying for me? Yeah, y'all got to go good. I might have to run out of here. You got folks walking around here now, have a baby one day, and they out gone everywhere the next. Now let me explain something to some folks. My grandmother, my daddy's mother, did that, not because she wanted to, but because she had to. Yes. If she didn't get back in that field the next day and get out there in that road, whatever it was, tobacco, cotton, whatever it was, she had to get back out there the next day. They couldn't make her pick cotton while she was having the baby, but the next day she had to be back in that field. How do I know? Because my daddy told me about how he took his youngest brother out to the field so mama could nurse him and never stopped picking cotton. Wrapped the boy up and let him nurse while she's steadily working in the road. That was called had to. Yes, sir. We got folk walking around here now trying to figure out why we got so much trouble with high blood pressure. My grandfather, my great-grandfather, that's all they used to eat was pig feet and pig, come on now. Pigtails and chitlins and that's all they, and that's because that was what was thrown away from the house. Didn't nobody want that stuff. But God graced them folks. God graced them to eat and then get out there and work 18-hour days in the hot sun and not pass out. But let's talk about now. Some of our pressure go up just thinking about some shit. And don't talk about trying to get out in the sun all day. No, what your great-grandparents, and in some cases your grandparents were graced to do.
Yes.
It's not what you're necessarily called to do. You don't need that grace. And Lord have mercy, I hope you don't ever need that grace. Okay? Because that was a whole nother generation back there. That was a whole nother generation. I don't mean no harm. I got grandchildren. I'm praying for them because they couldn't stand what I had to deal with, and I had a fit looking back at my grandparents. Some of y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. Some of y'all, before their grandparents transition out of here, if they're still around, you need to go sit down and have you a nice long talk. You need to sit down, and I don't mean you sitting, you talking. You just turn around and get the old lady or the old dad, get him started. And then you just sit there. And I would almost recommend that you have a tape recorder. Because there's a whole lot of wisdom locked up in there. And if you can ever figure out how to get it out, it's going to bless the whole family. Because that's the only thing you say, well, you miss your loved ones. I miss that wisdom. I wish I could have got some of the recipes my grandmother took to her grave. I wish I could have got them wrote down. I couldn't get them out of her. Because for one thing, she didn't have them written down. Everything she learned to cook from sitting with her mama or somebody else. And there wasn't no half a teaspoon. Mama knew how to grab exactly how much to get exactly what she needed. It did it by hand. Yeah, I know you were blessed to sit and kind of peep at Mama while she was doing some of that, and you were paying attention. Trust me, I know. I know. But there's for example, I can't even have to pronounce it, let alone tell you what's in it. But there was an old remedy called asaphysic.
Asaphysic.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Look, there are pharmaceutical companies in this country that don't want that to come out. That was the best antacid you could come up with. There is nothing you can buy on the shelf that is half as good as that stuff was. Stunk to high heaven. It smelled bad. But you didn't need but a very little of it. And it would take the worst upset stomach you had and calm it right down. Mm-hmm. But a lot of that old, I don't know, for lack of a better phrase, mother wit. A lot of that just it's disappearing. It's going away too quick. And we ended up with generations that are coming that have never heard of it. That's wisdom that we desperately need to pass on. Go ahead. Amen. And that's just one example. I know y'all know more than I do, but it's just the idea that grandma would be sitting in the house. Now, let me talk about my family. I ain't gonna talk about yours. Okay? Let me talk about my family. Because if I talk about it, if it hits y'all, I'm sorry, but I'm just talking about my family. Can I do that for just a second? Mama would be sitting in the house. Grant be done messed up the money. He come home supposed to bring the check home. He come home broke. Hello here. He come home just to, you know. When he come home, he didn't come home right away, but when he finally got home, when the money left, it was gone. Oh, Jesus. Now she sits there in a booth now. And these two little nappy head little rats running around there. And we don't know nothing going on. All we know is it's about to be dinner time. Mama would get in there, find something. As y'all used to say, slap something together. She put something together. Next morning, come on, Angela. Bring that empty shopping bag. No, go get the little cart. Now, down back then, we had these little two-wheel, for like a personal shopping cart, actually, because it had a handle with two wheels, and it would fold flat. You would open it up and put your groceries in it, and you could bring it behind, take it, wheel it behind. She told me, get the basket, get a couple of bags, follow. We walked 3 or 4 blocks under the railroad over there to the community center. And then we come out, we stand in line for almost an hour or so. We come out of there with a great big thing of cheese. You young folk don't know nothing about this. The cheese thing was that long and about that square. Solid thick cheese. It wasn't sliced. It wasn't in nice little package. It was one thing of cheese. And if you left it out, it'd get hard on it, whatever end you left out. Okay. We come out of there with something that's bigger than your biggest cereal boxes now, and it had powdered milk in it. Yes. And then we come out there with another one that had powdered eggs. And then we had these we come out of there with cans about that big around, about that tall. And on one of them it would say chicken, on another one it would say beef, on another one it would say pork. And we could, USDA, but this was, we didn't qualify for food stamps. Food stamps was still a rarity at that time. It actually wasn't something that was out. But this was where you went and got government assistance. And you don't know how many meals we done made with that bag of rice, that holiday, that man, but we ate them because it was all we had. Now I know y'all. These my generation that I raised and the one behind them are so blessed. It is not funny. They don't know what any of that is. My kids don't know what it is really to be hungry. I ain't gonna tell them how many times me and their mama sat up there and looked and watched them devour what she had fixed. We look at each other and say, well, let's see how much cereal we got in there. Because we'd go get a bowl of cereal because that was all that was left. They made up all the rest of it. But they was full, so as parents, we just went on. We didn't say nothing. But these children don't know anything about going out. And that's part of the problem. The children that I have in school don't know how, they don't know what it is to hear the word no. They don't know what that is. All they know is I want, I get. And then all of a sudden when they graduate high school and come out hatch out into life, and find out that they can't get everything they want. Or they turn around and they join the military, and the military gives them a very brutal introduction to the word no, called boot camp. When they come out of boot camp, still shell shock, going, whoa, that didn't fit the paradigm I was looking for. I'm used to being able to get everything I want in my world. Well, that was your world. Let's talk about God's world. Because in this world, you don't get everything you want. And especially don't get it when you want it. So, trying to change the word of God around to fit what you want can get you into trouble with the writer of the book. Just because you decide, well, that's the way I want it, that's the way I'm used to it, I don't want it any other way. Why should you say that? Because you're setting yourself up for one or two things. Either you won't get it at all, and that may end up being the most merciful. Or you may end up saying, well, God, just take his hands off and say, help yourself. And see, when he takes his hands off, now you're in the 28th verse. Even if they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, a debased mind, a mind that decides that wrong is right and right is wrong, and I like what I do, so I'm just going to do what I like. there's some old songs I won't even deal with because they're before y'all's time, but I might have one, two folk in here that remember something called You May Not Have the One You Want. Yeah, I got a witness. Said, don't have a flashback. Come on back. Don't go back there. Come on back up here. Okay. But understand, that's the mentality. A reprobate mind says, I don't believe in God, the church, and nobody else. Only thing I believe in is me. And therefore I do exactly what I want, when I want, and don't care what the consequences are. But there's only one problem with that. When you wall God out of a situation for so long, after a while, the wall that you put up, you can't take down. You say, well, if I put it up, I can take it down. No, that ain't what it says. It said, even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge. The genesis of it is from the people. The people decide, these people decide that they didn't want to think about God. They didn't want God in their business. They didn't want God involved at all. Yes. Well, God said, Toyota, you asked for it, you got it. Said, okay, you don't want me in your mind? I'm going to fix it where when you want me, you can't get to me. Gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient or fulfilling. You're able to do stuff that does you no benefit. I'm saying, well, come on now, you can't mean it. Yeah, I can. Look at verse 29. Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, oh Lord, I can park right there, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, for those that think I'm just making that up, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things have a death penalty on them. Well, what do? Not only do they do the same, but they have pleasure in anybody else that does it with them. Now, how much more of a description do I have to give of this day and age we're living in now? I have never seen so many people walking away from the church, walking away from God. You can't say it doesn't exist. There's too much going on around you and in you that you can't take credit for. There's got to be none other than your God to provide you. Never mind all of you in. And yet you're going to turn around and say, I'm the captain of my ship. I'm the master of my fate. I do what I want. You can do some stuff, but you're going to pay for it. And some of it you're going to pay for a long time. A very, very long time. I'm about through. I'm talking enough, y'all. Y'all think I'm fussing. I ain't fussing. At least why I'm not, y'all. But I'm upset with the devil. I'm upset with him. Because it does not make sense for you to take what you see is hurting other folks. We got folks at the school who are watching. We got sophomores and freshmen watching juniors and seniors wreck their lives. And yet they're following in the same footsteps right behind them. You're saying, well, that's at school. No, it ain't just at school. It ain't just at school. It is not just at school. We got folk who do the same thing, grown folk doing the same thing every day.
Yes.
And then, even if you happen to be in that absolutely 1 in 40 trillion folk with the one family who doesn't have any examples of that, and I did say 1 in 40 trillion, okay? But even if you just happen to be in that family, you got the rich man. You got the rich man who died and lifted up his eyes in the torment of the flames and said, well, if you can't send him with a drop of water, if I can't get any relief from where I am, would you please send somebody, send a prophet to my house and tell my brothers, don't come to this place. And what was the answer that Abraham gave the man who was in torment? He said, they have prophets. They have the word. We have not just pastors and preachers and evangelists and missionaries. We have saints that are living lives right in front of people. You're preaching a sermon every time you get up and walk in front of somebody. Every time. Why is that? Because you're depending upon the love of God to get you through a day. And not your flesh. And still, we got folk who say, well, when I got drunk the other night, I got sick, had a hangover, I was throwing up and hugging the commode and choking the trash can and but I had a good time. How do you have a good time? It's making your liver 4 times the size of what it's supposed to be. Your stomach is all acidic. You about to have ulcers. Your mind about to go crazy because that headache about to drive, that migraine about to run you nuts. And but you're aching all over the place. You're going to your body can you through withdrawals because you done got off of your meds now. Hello, because for some folks they done got their body addicted to the thing where it becomes their meds. But nevertheless, you're destroying your body, taking a piece away from your mind. But you had a good time. You had a good time. That doesn't make sense. That's not a sane mind. What's the definition of insanity? To keep doing the same thing over and over again, but looking for a different result. Well, I'm going to go back out and I'm going back to the casino and see, man, hope the doctor ain't in. That's the way my uncle used to talk about it. He'd go to the casino and I'd ask, well, was the surgeon in or was he in? He said the surgeon was in, he was cutting. And told me he done been in there and left a few $100s in there. Then he turned around and come back, oh, the doctor was out tonight. I'm on. Okay. And the surgeon be in more often than he be out. He said, Mom, I ain't say that because all them lights, that's NOGW. They don't get that way. They got to pay for that. Okay. All that food that you just got to devouring in there, and you know that had to be part. You had to employ some cooks to figure out how to fix that. Well, it's discount. They serve it to us for discount. I said, yeah, but you forgot the way the thing is laid out. As a business teacher, I kept trying to explain to him, a business, that's a business. The very layout of your Walmart is set so that you will buy what you did not go in there to get. Y'all looking at me funny. You think them end caps are just stuff they just throw up there? No, ma'am, no, sir. They got a layout for every last shelf. Yes. They know exactly what's supposed to be on each one. And all that clearing stuff to be out there at the front that you got to walk down in between to get to the check. Oh, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Casinos are laid out the same way. You come in the front door, they get you in out the rain, they get you dry, and the first thing you see is one-armed bandits. And you can smell the food, but guess where the cafeteria is? Way in the back. Now you got to walk through all of them gambling machines to get to the food. Why do they do that? Because they want to part you with your money either on the way in or on the way out. But either way, they do not want you to walk out that door with what you had in your pocket or your purse. So they lay the place out to help you, relieve you of your burden. It's business. They don't care nothing about your rent. They don't care nothing about the medications that your kids might need. They could care less whether they got shoes, whether you got clothes. They could care less. The pimp could care less about whether or not you're comfortable, just as long as you bring in that money. Y'all don't like this. See, I'm from North Philly. I'm from North Philly.
Yes, sir.
You know, folk, I could tell y'all some stories. We get to the marriage seminar, I will. We got children in here right now, so I won't even bother. But trust me, you don't play with the devil. You do not play with it. And folks saying, well, he didn't kill me yet. He ain't trying to kill you instantly. His job is to kill you. But he would rather, if you're a saint of God, he would rather not kill you instantly. What he wants to do is make you fall. So that those that are watching you get discouraged with the church and walk away. Then he will think about putting you in. I have a question back.
I was just listening to what you're saying. You know, so often we think things are just kind of, you know, just, oh, it just happened that way. But the enemy's so strategic, just like you talked about the gambling. I mean, same thing with the grocery store. They put the eggs and milk in the back so you can walk past all things. And I did research all this stuff. So, I mean, for the purpose of you spending your money and getting distracted, and it's just a lot of things that are set up that way. I was reading about even like with politicians, like how they're on the stage and it's elevated so that they're over you, you know? And it's all that has to do with the type of image that you're setting so that you can realize that, you know, you're not equal, but they're above. And, you know, the way they speak and different things like that. So things are set up strategically for a reason in order to play on your emotions and just to get you to think a certain way.
Most of us go to the store, and what's one of the first things most Americans talk about when we go to the store? Milk and eggs. Where's the milk and eggs in most commissaries? In the back. But you got to walk by and get to the milk and eggs. Everything that's on sale is on an end cap that you got to walk past. And if it ain't on the end cap up front where you walk by, and you think, well, I'm going to skip all them. I ain't going to walk by. I'm going to go down on this aisle and come down the back. They got end cap back there too. But it don't make no difference to get to the checkout where you got to come by. Right back up to the front where you have them at. Everything is strategic. There are no accidents. And everything is set to tempt you to go the way you don't want to go. Y'all don't like this kind of preaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't say it had to go the way you don't want to go. And a way to idea of what happens next to be God. And what I mean by it is, some of it, my sister used the word strategic. I didn't want to say it with the tape on. Because when you see the enemy, you never know you will see that. But it was a lot of things at school today, and the Lord now you can see. And it's kind of like what you want to do, but you got to have the children being taught how do you do homosexuality acts. And someone came to me and said they got in trouble because they removed books. And that went all the way to graphic books telling how you would do this. And someone removed the books that had been found out from the library. And they got in trouble. So see, I can need a lot of prayer to be proud. Like, don't give them to me, bird. But you want me to come, don't let me be muffled there. Keep the my flesh. I'm just telling this man, come on, now you know.
And being there, I know more than I know almost as much as you, but I can't talk to the specifics, but I can say this. You are placed as a light in a dark place. You can't fix everything you see, but you still are, and we are still called to do what Jesus did. He loved the sinner without loving the sin. Hello. And that could get to be a challenge. It really can, when whatever your eyes are seeing offends you. And it's no longer a question of waiting until you get to the club or waiting until you get around grown folks to see this. We're seeing it now in junior high school. We're seeing it in junior high school. And when this is what happens when you usher God out the door. You don't have to ask the enemy to come in. What's the scientific principle? Nature abhors a vacuum. An absolutely empty space, nature can't stand. Okay? The only place you have an actual null is in electronics. And even that's hard to explain because a null is not a zero, it's just nothing. Okay? But when you start talking about from a spiritual standpoint, if you chase God out, you just invited the enemy in. There is no fence there. Okay? Your Bible says if the Lord cleans and garnishes of the spirit of one, but the Holy Ghost does not take up residence, the foul spirit that was kicked out comes back and goes, hey, goes off and gets how many more? 7 more just like it. Now you got 8 in there. And Lord help you if you kicked out more than one. Now you really not. And your Bible says, and the last state of that man's worse than the first. Okay? You need to pray one for each other. You're walking into scenarios where your faith calls for you to say one thing, but your training on your job calls for you to say something else. Hello, people. My adherence to the book says, I got a problem when you leave the natural use and go the other way. Okay? But my training as a teacher says, if they want to have an LGBTQ club, I can't stop them from having it. I'm not going to be the sponsor. Now that's the one thing they can't make me do. But on the other hand, I can't stop them. Okay? In other words, let me break it down one more time and I will turn y'all loose. I can't say something to a homosexual couple that I see on campus and not say something to a heterosexual couple that's also in a class. If one set is kissing, I better say something to all of them or don't say nothing to none of them. Hello here. Now, the problem is, what kind of a job environment are you in? Do you cause hate and discontent so that nobody talks to you? Or can you figure out how to love them without loving what they do? That's the challenge. You got to love them without loving what they do. And they got to know it. There ain't gonna be no equivocation. I don't know. He a pastor, he may not. Regardless of that, they didn't know I'm a pastor. I don't hide that. But if there's one thing they know me by at that school is that I C-A-R-E. I care. I may not like what you're doing, but I care about you. You got to work on that. You got to work on that. I keep telling Mother Buston, I said, you're here to be a communicator, as are a couple of the rest of them. You're here to communicate. That's your function. To be in a spot where you can be a communications link. You can't do that if you can't communicate. Well, amen. Like, it got to be quiet in here again. But that's part of it. You're saying, well, it goes against what I see in the Bible. There's a lot of people going to see that's going to go against what's in the Bible. But that does not, all that should do is make you run to the Bible, not from it. Do we fuss everybody out because they don't live according to the word? What? I'm going to bother somebody here right quick. What do you expect a sinner to do before they get saved? How do you expect them to? You expect them to act like they're saved even when they ain't? Come on, man. I mean, we talk a good line, but guess what? We can talk all day about what we say we're going to do, but guess what? Guess what we do when it comes to making a copy of us? We don't make a copy of what we say. We duplicate who we are. Hello here. An apple tree can look, smell, do all kinds of things, but it ain't gonna be no oranges hanging off the apple tree. It's gonna make apples. Whatever we are in God, if folk keep coming to us for communications, they keep coming to us for that care and that concern and that love that we say we have for them, then sooner or later, the Christ that's in us is going to start rubbing off on them. But that requires the kind of love that he has, which is long-suffering. Come on now, he had to be long-suffering with some of us. Now, I ain't gonna bother y'all. I'm talking about myself there. He had to work a long time on some stuff. Because unlike all you who almost got here saved, and I can't say that. I can't say that. He had to work on me, and he ain't through. That's the other thing. He ain't done yet. So I shouldn't expect that I can handle every situation. He can. I'm dependent on him. Yeah, I can do all things through Christ. That strengthens. But in and of myself, I'm not going to think that highly of myself. Yeah, you may be able to go into the dance hall and witness and deal with it. I don't go to proms. Period. I don't go to them. Because one or two things that might be happening. The preacher in me may stand up and say, "Turn her loose. Put some air opportunity." And I see, I done messed up the thing. I ain't there to do that. I'm not there to preach. Okay? Them are not my children. I'm not there to be daddy. Hello. The father in me will be saying, no, turn that girl loose. Put some air in there somewhere. I need some daylight, right? Okay. And they'll end up throwing me out. Hello there. And folks say, but you see this, you see that? Yeah, there's a lot of things I pray about without necessarily being able to deal with, because we've got parents that will come up there and cuss you out. Dare you to say something to their child. Okay? And then 40 days later come back, I need your help, my child. We tried to talk to you, you didn't want to hear nobody. Now you got to be a grandpa. Welcome to life. You've got to understand, consequences come. And I hate to be the one to say this, but some folks you just got to let them bump their head before they finally figure out that life is real, that everything is not given to you. Some things you have to earn, some things you have to sit down and be patient and wait on, and other things you just got to basically say, okay, now God, if that's not for me, don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. I'm going to quit. My wife doesn't need to sleep. It was awful still. It was awful still. No, y'all tired. I'm gonna let y'all go. There's a lot that I could say in there that I won't. But the bottom line is, when man decides he's going to control his own fate, the only way he can do that and do it with a straight face is to cut God completely out of the bargain. And when you cut God out, you have just invited the enemy in. And there is no telling where you're going to end up, because the enemy has no scruples. He has no limits. He will take you lower than you have ever been in your life, make you do things you swore you would never do, make you say and act in ways you absolutely would never want to see anybody do, let alone do yourself. And when it's all said and done with, you be like the prodigal son. When the Lord gets ready, He'll reach down and touch that mind so that you come to yourself. And like him, you find this, how did I get in the hall? But that's what the enemy does. He numbs you with pleasure and then takes you on a one-way trip. We're standing. I'm talking too much. I got some little ones here, so I behave myself tonight, especially with that passage. But you got to know, you got to pray for your children before they go off to school. You got to pray for them before you send them off to college. You got to pray for them before they go off to the military. You got to pray for your children. Even if you can't get your hands on them, call their name out every day. Pray some protection around them, or at least around their mind. Because that's the enemy's goal now, is to drive as many of them crazy as he can, so that they don't have even a mind to want to follow. Oh, our God and our Father, we thank you. Thank you for this, your word. We thank you for this illumination. I know we've only scratched the surface, but God, touch us and give us an understanding of the underlying truths that are to be found in this and other passages. Help us to understand the lesson that you want us to get out of this word, and help strengthen us by the study of your word, that we may be even brighter lights in the darkness that flows all around us. Get the glory out of our lives. Watch over us when we go down from this place, never from your presence. Keep us. Keep our minds. Keep us. God, we need your guidance. Let your spirit abide in our minds, that we do not stray from you. God, help order our steps. Sanctify our mind. Put a fence, a hedge around our minds, so that you keep us in your perfect peace. God, we're assailed every day by the enemy, but God, you can keep our minds. If we could keep them ourselves, we would have already done it. But God, we cannot do it without you. Let your spirit touch, heal, put the salve of peace in our minds even now. Allow us to rest in spite of what we see and hear. God, we need your peace. We need your peace. We need your peace. God, with everything we see in the day, we need your peace. We hurt almost. Our hearts ache for what we see going on around us. But God, give us your peace. The peace that passeth all understanding. Peace in the middle of chaos, craziness. God, help us to be a light standing on the hill that everyone can look up and see you and get the glory out of us, Lord. Help us to go forth and be your witnesses in this world of turmoil and chaos. And we'll give you the glory. We'll take no credit unto ourselves. We'll tell the world who did it. We'll thank him all. Take us to our several homes and bring us back safely. We'll give you the praise, the glory, and honor in Jesus' name. Amen. And it is 8:30. Oh my God! Did y'all hear that? Tell me again.
Bishop sent a message, and he said, "Glory God did."
I have a prayer request to everybody that I can get to, and said I got to preach at the district meeting. Y'all pray. And some of you got it, some of you didn't. Some of you just got it this evening. But you got it. Those that got it were able to pray. So he did. All right, that's take that. Take that. How my folks doing? Easing out the side. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. I know. But today was the same way. Going out to the car. See, where my purpose about it is in the back of the school, way back in the corner. And for me to get to my car, straight line. So to get to my car, I got to come out the back where they got the outside table. 1, 2, 3. There was 4 couples out there today. 4. Yeah, 4. Yeah, there was 4 couples. 4 couples. 2 of them were black. 2 of them were black. 2 of them was mixed. The 2 black ones was heterosexual. The 2 mixed ones, one was heterosexual. You